What is sleep apnea? For most, this is a term that is not well known. There are a number of different reasons that you may have found yourself learning about this condition. You may have been recently diagnosed or know of someone that has been. Or, you may be wondering if you are having these episodes yourself. The fact is that many suffer from it or may be having the early symptoms of it and they may not even realize it. Although that is the case for many, it doesn't have to be for you. Sleep apnea is a serious condition and should be taken with heart. But before you become overwhelmed with your own needs, take the time to learn more about this condition so that you can improve your situation. Sleep apnea is actually a disorder that happens when you are sleeping. You may have heard it called sleep apnea as well. In either case, the end result is the same. It is characterized by the fact that you have pauses in your breathing while you are sleeping. When this happens, the episodes are called apneas. This term actually means without breath. The seriousness of your condition is defined, at times, by how long these episodes actually last. For some, it is just one missed breath, while for others it can be many more. The bottom line is that this happens many times while you are sleeping, and that leads to all sorts of complications, as you can imagine. There are actually two different types of sleep apnea that you may be experiencing. Central and obstructive are the two differences. In central, you will find that the problem is caused by a lack of effort by your body. With obstructive sleep apnea, there is something that is blocking or obstructive your ability to breathe properly. If you are experiencing problems with breathing and you think that you may have sleep apnea, there is help out there for you. The first thing to do is to educate yourself and then seek out the help of a skilled doctor in the field. Testing can easily be done to help you to determine if this is something that is happening to you. In either case, it is necessary for you to find the solution to this problem as it can worsen. Treatments for central sleep apnea. If you have been diagnosed with central sleep apnea, then you already know just how serious your condition is. In this type of sleep apnea, your brain does not function as it should while you are asleep. It does not communicate with your muscles that they need to breathe, and that will cause you to wake up. When you do awake, you are likely to feel a shortness of breath. When this happens several times per night, it is important to talk to your doctor about the possible reasons behind it. If in fact central sleep apnea is the cause, then the doctor will work with you to find the right solution. There are a number of different things that can be done to help improve your quality of life and minimize your risks of further problems. Although the treatment options for central sleep apnea are much less, they can work for those that need them. Medical problems treated. Since many times this type of sleep apnea happens due to some other medical condition, it is necessary for those to be improved in order for the sleep apnea to be reduces. If you have such things as heart or neuromuscular disorders, getting help for them will improve your sleep apnea. Adding oxygen. Another benefit that can be administered is that of increase oxygen. Your doctor may recommend having you have a supplemental form of oxygen added to your sleep. This will be done in one of various methods, as determined by your condition and by your needs. Here, they will force oxygen into the lungs, keep them full of the air that is required. Positive airway pressure. This can be needed too. In this case, you may wear what is called a CPAP machine, which will force a higher pressured air into your airways. This will keep the airways open and encourage your lungs to have the necessary oxygen that you need. Those that are suffering from central sleep apnea should take care in what the doctor requires them to do. Although it may seem difficult to wear a mask or it may seem like too much trouble to deal with oxygen at night, it is the difference between life and death in many cases. Therefore, it is well worth it, and in most cases, people will find ways to deal with it so that it becomes no problem at all. What are the symptoms of sleep apnea? When it comes to sleep apnea, it is something that worries many. The fact is that many people are not sleeping correctly, or that they sleep for a full 8 hours and wake up feeling as if they didn't sleep at all. Sleep apnea can be the cause of this. More often than not, you won't know that you have this condition but will go to see your doctor because you are just tired all the time. Many people find themselves shocked to hear that something was wrong with their actual sleeping patterns. In fact, many don't realize that anything at all is happening to them. What are the symptoms that you should look for? No matter what type of sleep apnea that you have, obstructive or central, your symptoms are likely to be about the same. This can make it a bit more difficult to determine what type of apnea you actually suffer from. Here are some of the symptoms that you are likely to be facing. Hypersomnia. You may be tired during the day even though you have slept through the night. Snoring. One of the most common symptoms that most people face is that of snoring. There is no doubt that snoring can be tiresome, but it can also be a sign of something much more serious. If your snoring wakes up your spouse, then it is time to talk to your doctor about it. Morning headaches. These are another common sign of sleep apnea. Breathing cessation. You may actually observe or notice yourself waking up for no reason in the middle of the night. Or, someone else may notice that you are doing this. Again, your spouse is a great help in spotting this condition. Dry mouth. Often, those that suffer from this condition will wake up with the feel of a dry mouth or even a sore throat. Insomnia. Many of those that suffer from sleep apnea have insomnia or the condition in which they just cannot fall asleep and stay asleep. There may be nothing else causing this to happen. If you wake up with a shortness of breath, it is likely that you will be facing central sleep apnea. If you are more commonly snoring loudly, this is characterized by obstructive sleep apnea. Nevertheless, if you face any of these problems, it is necessary to talk to your doctor about your condition as soon as possible. Factors that cause snoring. There are in reality so many factors that leads to snoring, and most of these factors vary from person to person. However, there are some major root causes of snoring. Snoring is the noisy disturbance produced by the movements of airflow during sleep. It is the noise emitted when there is a restriction experienced in the outflow and inflow of air in the respiratory passages. It has been observed that this noise called snoring is usually experienced only during sleep. This makes me wonder why the noise is only made when an individual is asleep. If one will snore, why not during any time of the day, especially when awake? But this is not possible, because the snoring sound is a product of muscles that are relaxed and inactive. When the respiratory muscles are active, there cannot be snoring. The vibration occurs only during sleep. Because of the softness of the different parts of the respiratory system at the point of sleep, all these organs are relaxed, hence the noise of snoring becomes obvious. There are different types of snores as a result of the disparity in the level of sounds produced varying from one person to another. The level of the produced sound is directly proportional to the level of strength with which the air passing through the respiratory passages. If the air passage is very forceful, then, the sound of the snore be very high and vice versa. In this case even a baby can snore, but the sound produced in this case is very mild and makes no visible difference, since the air passes with very little force or strength. The act of snoring while sleeping is common to both men and women at all ages, but studies have proved that men of middle ages are more prone to the attack of snoring than others. In general, men are more affected by snoring than women, because of the differences in the structure of the neck. The neck of a man is larger than that of a woman, and other organs in the respiratory system differs, leading to the sexual disparity in snoring. This in conjunction with the fact that the forcefulness of air passages are higher in men than in women. Furthermore, the production of the birth hormones called progesterone in women also makes them less prone to snoring, because these hormones produced during pregnancy and lactation prevents snoring, since it gives remedy to the act of snoring. It has also been discovered that some devices to stop snoring actually contain these hormones as an antidote to snoring. Apart from these above mentioned, some other factors below can cause snoring. 1. If someone is obsessed, snoring cannot be avoided. 2. Drunkenness can also cause snoring. 3. If you are experiencing flu with cold, the nasal passages might be blocked, leading to snoring. 4. Other factors can also block the air passages, such as allergies, leading to snoring. 5. Some drugs can dry up the nasal passages. 6. The cavities of the nose can thicken, resulting to snoring. 7. If you have a large belly, snoring is unavoided. 8. With a tongue that is large, the respiration will be blocked, causing snoring. 9. If you use too much sprays nasally, snoring occurs. 10. Smoking of cigarettes leads to inflamed air paths, causing snoring. A change in lifestyle is a good remedy to stop snoring. It's been proven that approximately 45% Americans snore often. And it's shocking to know that almost 80% of them sleep in different rooms, and even worse is to know that couples have actually divorced, thanks to snoring. Snoring creates some sort of stress in a relationship, and also a complex of a different sort. This does not just affect your partner, but also you. Just think, in spite of all the beauty, if one snores during their sleep, it will be awful, not just for them, but for people around also. It would be really funny to think, but would the prince who was supposed to kiss the sleeping beauty kissed her in case she was sleeping with the company of loud snores? That might be something funny to think about. On a larger scale and a wider perspective, the social consequences that arise due to snoring are a lot. The snoring might gradually lead to mild sleep apnea, which is a dangerous disorder, where your breathing halts for a good 60-second gap. So, snoring must not be pushed aside thinking that it's some simple thing. Snoring can lead to diabetes. Unbelievable, isn't it? That is what is up for us in the recent surveys. The logic behind this is simple. Snoring cuts down the intake of oxygen, which leads to a situation where a lot of catecholamines are produced. Thus, you can be attacked by diabetes. Before we hit the treatments to prevent snoring, let us discuss about the root cause that leads to snoring. How many of us have questioned as to why people snore? The answer is here. When we sleep, the air passing through our nose, then to the throat and then to the lungs move noiselessly, but for many people, there might be some sort of obstruction in the airflow. The reasons might be clogged nose or something else, but whatever it is, it just hampers the airflow. Usually, snoring is caused by the tissue that is soft, in the throat, which vibrates, thus, the airway is clogged, and it passes to the lungs, and it creates a noise. The snoring is due to the air passing across the tissue there. Now, coming to the prevention of snoring. How is it possible? There is no ready-made answer for this, but there are a lot of solutions for people who are disheartened by the way they snore. Let us focus on the lifestyle, and the possible ways in which it can worsen the snoring problem, and also the ways in which lifestyle can cure snoring. Anything done in excess, like smoking, drinking, eating, are all things that can make this problem worse. And not doing these are methods by which one can prevent snoring, before leaping to other hard attempts to prevent snoring, like surgery. A good guide to follow, in case snoring is to be prevented: never take too much of food before you crash, take a good 3-hour rest before going to sleep, and after taking your final meal. A balanced diet is another thing that is important to keep snoring at bay. Burning the excess calories by exercising is another important thing. Allergies are to be checked by keeping the surroundings clean. Never leave the window open when you sleep. Fatigue must be prevented, and a normal sleep schedule must be followed.